I've been asked to review this so-called documentary.
Let's see what happens. Welcome everybody, beautiful people. Welcome to the third very short film festival here on the east coast of Tasmania, Triabunna, on the lands of the Palawa people from the Great Oyster Bay, and we pay our respects. Tonight, I'd like to also welcome Ben, our Auslan interpreter. Thanks, Ben. Tonight we are streaming live across the World Wide Web, and welcome to our digital audience wherever you may be, and welcome to our audience at Spring Bay Mill, sitting in front of me in what was once the biggest wood chipping mill in the world. Now repurposed and regenerated into this beautiful conference and event centre, a place where now it's the generation of new ideas and big picture thinking. And I'd like to acknowledge Graham Wood and Anna Cherniaz, who are the custodians and the visionaries behind Spring Bay Mill. I would like to thank our media partner, The Guardian Australia, and our mentoring partner, Screen Tasmania. A huge thank you to our ambassadors of the festival, the amazing Marta Dusseldorp and Justin Cazell. And to our esteemed judges, now I'm going to get this right, I've practiced it so many times. David Balfour, Essie Davis, Lita Keynes, Rocco Fazzari, Leah Purcell, Bain Stewart, Noel Greenwood, and joining us this year, Ben Latham-Jones. Give me a round of applause. When you sat down on your seat tonight, there was a postcard on your seat. Pull it out. It's promoting our winter campaign at Spring Bay Mill for our events and conference gathering. But importantly, there is a number on that postcard. And you might be the lucky winner tonight of a fabulous weekend away at Spring Bay Mill, so don't lose that postcard, okay? That will be announced later. Okay, without further ado, it is my great pleasure to welcome your MC for the evening. We are so delighted to have her with us. She is the queen of satire. She's a TikTok phenomenon. She's an amazing blogger. She's a presenter and a reporter. We've stolen her from The Guardian just for the evening. Welcome, Matilda Bosley.
Before you ask, yes, there was a uniform and we did coordinate. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here, making it down here for, just the nice, balmy evening that we're all having. So, yes, this is the third very short film festival and it's just grown exponentially every year. There were hundreds of submissions this year, so if you're sitting here as a finalist, that's a huge achievement, and you should all be so proud. But before we get into all of the films, it's my great pleasure in welcoming Trish Hodge to welcome us all to country.
Thank you, everyone. I'm certainly not cold. And I couldn't see the stairs either. My family have been telling stories here for thousands and thousands of years. And just north of here, there are some very beautiful mountains, today known as the Hazards. And I call them Lua Naunta, the three sisters. And our dreaming story with those mountains is these three sisters were left at home to look after the little children while the adults went out hunting. And sisters, as they do sometimes, get distracted, talking about boys or hair and possum skin rugs and things like that. And a big flood came and it washed all the children away. So when the adults got back, they turned the three sisters into those mountains that we call the Hazards today, so that they'd watch over us and look after us forever. And that story is actually talking about the end of one of the last ice ages, around 40,000 years ago, when sea level was rising up to 1 metre a week at one point. Today we're panicking because it is rising a couple of centimetres a year, and that's because we don't have much ice left. At the end of the ice age, I'm sure there was enough to go around. But as I said, our people have been telling stories here for thousands of years. Our stories are in the country. They're all around us. Yapulingana, Milaydina Manamapalitu, Mina Milaydina Trubulwe, Mina Milaydina Turanomera Mina Tapudi Tapudi Milaydina Malakadi, Milaydina Palawa Paderami, Ningimpi Manamapali, Nangampi Manamapali, Warrantimay Pia Naramapali, Paiwutinia Kara, Tunapri Tunapri, Tapudi Tapudi Milaydina, Tapudi Tapudi Lina, Tapudi Tapudi Muka, Tapudi Tapudi Warankili, Tunapri Tunapri, Pudiapawa, Nari Ninatu. So welcome all of you, welcome to Paiderami country. My country is Trawulway in the northeast, Turanomera on the east coast, and I live on Malakadi country, which is south of Hobart. Our ancestors are still here, Ningimpi and Ningampi. They're all around us and they give us our dreaming. And our knowledge to Ngāpri travels through the Milaydina, the country, through the Lina, the freshwater, to the Muka, the ocean, over to Wukalawiki-Waina, Maria Island, and up to Warrankili in the sky, and it's never finished. Pudiapawa. Our stories and our people will always be here in the country. Neri Ninatu, thank you all and have a wonderful night. Thanks.
Thank you so much for that, Trish. That was beautiful. I work at The Guardian, where I spend a lot of time thinking about how to condense very complicated stories down into very, very small TikTok videos. And I also spend a lot of my time on a soapbox talking about, to anyone who will listen, about the importance of making news and these sort of stories accessible. And it's for that reason that I am so obsessed with this film festival and the ideas behind it, because it is about condensing an entire narrative into a tiny little package, which is, you know, such a tremendous achievement. And really importantly, about showing all these diverse voices from around Australia and showing how anyone can be a filmmaker. There's films in this festival that were filmed on an iPhone, you know, with the budget of, you know, the scent of an oily rag. But what we've seen, you know, we've got content 24/7 nowadays, and what that's taught us is that it's not about production value, it's about the story that you're telling, and this festival is about celebrating that story tonight. So you guys are all in for an absolute treat. Yes, so all of these are about 2 to 5 minutes, and every year the Very Short Film Festival has a signature theme. This year the signature is chip, which if you look behind you, you get no points for guessing why that might be the case. But the very fun part of this is being able to see how all the different filmmakers have incorporated chip into their film in some way or another, and in many creative ways. The judges for this year had the fairly unenviable task of whittling down 210 films to 5 finalists for each category. We have the juniors for under 21s and the open category for everyone, all of those ancient people over 22. There's 5 films in each category, and tonight we will be awarding first, second and third place. And everyone who receives one of those beautiful titles will get a brilliant reward, but also the piece de resistance. I really did try to practice saying that before we got up here, but here we are. Our festival's award, the Dorothys. So the Dorothys are actually handcrafted by local artist Dorothy Duncombe Jackson, who's a renowned multidisciplined artist who loves to paint, sculpt and produce eclectic and unique pieces, which, you know, who could have told? It's wonderful. But most importantly, Dorothy is here in the audience with us tonight. And during the brief intermission that we will have halfway through, they will be on display for your viewing pleasure, or you can just stare at them the whole time while the films are playing, but don't tell the filmmakers, please. So without further ado, we better get cracking on our junior category. And by the way, we had filmmakers as young as 9 years old contributing for putting in their awards for this one. It's very, very exciting. Now, the nominees, and they will play all in a row, but the nominees, we've got Chris P. by Ben Van Lee. We've got The Good, the Bad and the Library by Charlie Kemper. We've got Left to Cool by Christopher Mansfield. The Polish Nut by Dylan Burrows. And A Non-Linear Exploration of the End by Julia Wood. Absolutely enjoy.
Chris. Wake up, Chris. Chris. Huh? What? Finally out of the bag. Oh, finally. You know my name, Jimmy. It's Chris P. There's a P on the end. Thank you, Jimmy. A P on the end. Well, whatever you say, we're finally out of that cursed bag. Yes, we are, but what do we do now? Well, I'm not exactly sure. But we'll have all of the time in the world. What? No, Chris! No! Chris! No! Chris! No! You took it from me! I will take you back. I will get you back, Chris. Let me at you, you fiends. If only my arms were a little longer, I'd take you. Yes, come on. Oh no, you're actually coming for me. No! No, why am I cursed with tiny T-Rex arms? No! Oh, ow! That hurt. You're here? Oh. Chris? Chris, you're alive! You're alive! My name's Chris P, but yeah.
How did I end up almost vomiting on my boobie's couch? Well, I always walked to my boobie's place after school. And this day was no different. At 4:01, Renzo, the weird neighbour, always crossed the same road at the same time.
Anyone home?
O, halo, halo, proszę wejść, proszę. Zachodzi. Halo. O, jak było w szkole? Jak szkoła była?
It was good.
O, wow, dzień dobry, halo. O, ty zawsze mówisz, że jest dobrze. Zawsze. Halo, weź sobie orzeszki, jedz, to jest bardzo dobry, jedz. Ty jest taki chudy jesteś, jedz dużo, jedz.
It was always the same thing to eat. Nuts. But not any type of nuts. Always almonds.
Dobre orzeszki? Lubisz je?
Yeah, they're good, as they always are.
O, a dzisiaj specjalnie czekały na ciebie cały dzień. Jedz.
Maybe.
She always told me crazy stories. I never knew if they were true or not.
A ja ci opowiadałam historię, jak walczyłam z koniem. Ja walczyłam z nim, ciągnęłam.
Yes, Bobby.
I jeszcze jedną story miałam z łódką, jak prowadziłam łódkę. Mówiłam ci tą story?
No, actually I haven't.
Of course I've heard that one. A million times.
A opowiadałam ci historię w 1964 roku. Myśmy się zebrali z kolegami i nie wiedzieliśmy, co robić. Nam było tak nudno, nie wiedzieliśmy, co robić. To żeśmy poszli do nowego...
I really enjoyed that story. The next day after school, I stopped by Booby's house, as I always do. Yep, there's the weirdo Renzo again. But this day was going to turn out to be something different.
Hello? Anyone home?
O, halo, sorry, ja się spóźniłam. Halo. Spóźniłam się dzisiaj, przepraszam cię. Weź orzeszki, kochanie, zjedz. Proszę bardzo. Czy ja ci kiedyś opowiedziałam, jak ja te wszystkie rzeczy dostałam w moim domu?
No, you haven't.
This actually was a new story.
A teraz ci pokażę te wszystkie laleczki, co ja tu mam. To wszystko przez wojnę zachowałam i trzymałam. I one chodzą z każdego kraju.
I was really loving these stories.
To ja dostałam jeszcze od pradziadka. Mój tata to dostał i on mi to dał. To jest bardzo stary, taki piękny, wykonany przez artystę. Zobacz, co ja mam dla ciebie. Mój tata mi to dał, a teraz ja tobie to daję.
Oh, thank you. I love you, Bobby.
O, kochane moje, ja ciebie też kocham bardzo.
In this moment, and still, I don't know why I did this. I asked,
Bobby, why did you give me these almonds?
O, to jest proste, kochanie, bo ja jestem już stara. Moje zęby są bardzo, bardzo stare. Ja nie mogę jeść tych orzeszków. To ja liżę tą czekoladkę i daję tobie orzeszki.
The 21st century. Mankind flourishing. Society at its peak. Peak? I wouldn't call this peak, Jazz. It's for dramatic effect. Besides, it's not that bad. Look how caring and happy everyone is. And that guy just picked up his dog shit and then threw it over his neighbour's fence. At least he didn't just leave it.
Oh, look, I hate to take the policy
You
side.
really don't.
Well,
Anyway, like I was saying... 21st century, world's ending, blah, blah, blah. Thanks. You're welcome. We are here on a very important mission to discover the reason for civilization's decline and why exactly 21st century humans were unable to prevent it. Spoiler, it's because they're the fucking worst. Please stop interrupting me for 5 fucking minutes.
We're currently in a 21st century town. The weather is,
Average?
average, but we're about to start our current investigation. Since we know little about the area, we've recruited a guide to help us.
We have chosen Alex to be our guide in our current mission. It's obviously quite an honour, and Alex was the perfect choice. They're smart, confident, and well equipped to handle this job, and
They're the only one who didn't think we were crazy.
yeah, that.
Oh yeah, I think they're all fucking nuts. But I had nothing better to do this weekend. My mum's boyfriend's staying over and I really don't like him. This is Main Street. It's got like 3 houses on it. That's pretty good for out here, so...
Hi, do you have a minute to talk about the environment?
Gonna regret that one.
Hi, Paisley. I have a minute. Lots of minutes, actually. I brought these back with me to take notes with, to keep it 21st century. That might have been a mistake, though. Sorry, was that 1 million or 1 billion? Could you repeat that one? When you say pollution, could you be a tad more specific? But I did manage to gather quite a lot of information on the current state of the Earth, then made some calculations about the various aspects of the environment, and when I compared that to our projections, as you can see...
When you're calculating percentages.
Oh, thank you. You're cute when you...
Just keep explaining.
Yes, thank you. Well, it's bad.
Hey, you alright?
Yeah. Just... humanity is a nightmare and civilization was a mistake.
Alex, could you please take us somewhere else? One of the cornerstones of the 21st century is a system called capitalism. As I understand it, it's
A system that crushes your soul in return for meaningless pieces of paper and then tells you they're worth the same as a bar of gold.
an economic system that involves private ownership of business and property. And yes, meaningless pieces of paper.
Welcome to the pub, the place where 21st century humans come to forget about their terrible lives and waste their money doing it.
Oh, I think it's closed. Maybe we should come back later.
Nah, don't worry. My mum taught me how to pick a lock with a bobby pin when I was 8, and she had help breaking into her sister's house to get her passport back.
Well, I like them.
And this is where all the alcohol comes from. And this is where Jerry passes out every Friday night. And this is the great pinnacle of human creation, the toilet.
We know what a toilet is.
Oh, I actually need to go. Sorry, thank you.
Hey Alex, what's this over here?
Jazz, quick question.
What now, Paisley? You need help taking a fucking shit?
Which one's the toilet?
I thought you knew what a toilet was.
I do. It's just...
This one's for girls and this one's for guys.
Well, that's stupid.
Well, I don't...
So it turns out 21st century humanity is
Stupid.
Insane.
Obnoxious.
We fucking suck.
Bit rude.
Yeah. This is bullshit. Tried to tell you.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Paisley, a woman just chased us 3 blocks after accusing us of indoctrinating her kids. Every time you try to ask them what they're doing about the whole the earth is burning problem, they practically growl at you, and you haven't taken a piss all day.
That's true.
Right, that's it, we're going home.
Great plan. But we never even found what caused the downfall of civilization.
I think we did.
Shouldn't we at least, try to help them see the error in their ways, change their hearts?
No, it's a lost cause. Sorry, Paige. I know you wanted to help.
No, it's okay. Can we just go home? To pee?
That was so fantastic. Let's have another round of applause for those. And there will be small bowls of almonds for anyone who wants to eat throughout. So that was the amazingly talented junior category. I think we have all been put to shame by them, but we're moving on to the open category. This year we received 118 films in the open category, and these cover all genres. We have documentaries, mockumentaries, animation, drama, sci-fi, and some things that we just can't quite put our finger on what's going on, but that's one of the wonderful things about this film festival. It's open to any and all genres, and all of the films are judged together. There's no separation by category, so we are in for an absolute treat, and also a bit of a buffet of different things. And one of the really impressive aspects of all the entries this year was just the diversity in terms of gender diversity, age range, where people are living regionally. I don't know, I'm very jazzed for it. So without further ado, I shall introduce our nominees. So there we have the film Row by Alison Stanton Cook, In My Bones by Harrison Warren and Jack Breeden, Sustenance by Jamie Collin and Rishi Golemsky, Tact by Alex Thompson and James Cameron, which a bit of a change given usually it's about 2.5 hours. And finally, The Universal Struggle by Miranda Sharp. Enjoy.
Okay. And then... All right. Okay. So, why did you want to become a teacher?
You bring it upon yourself.
See you later.
You know that, don't you?
Morning. How are we?
They can sense when you're soft. They see a weakness.
Kayla, why are you drinking that stuff?
It wakes me up.
Cut that shit out, doll. You know it's not good for you.
Yeah.
All right, off to class. Belle's about to go. Come on. Yeah, but these kids, they don't have families.
Yeah, they say that. Then you invite them into your office for a cup of tea. Then they're there every lunch hour. And then you're involved with their family life. You're not their mum.
What's wrong?
Brooke's dad didn't come home last night.
Would you know where he is? What does Mum say? She doesn't care. He using. Danielle, take Brooke to B Block. I can't do anything, right? Go to B Block, booking with a counsellor, okay?
Just don't get involved in the drama. That's all it is.
Dudes, I gotta shut my door.
Oh, is Ethan in your home group?
Ethan Bryce?
Yeah, can you let him know that we didn't get funding for the outdoor ed class?
If you need
He missed the
to
cut-off date.
have your school photo taken, make sure that you... Don't be late for home group, please. Book in at the library to get your school photo taken, all right? Oh, Ethan, I spoke with Paul and we can't get you into outdoor ed. All right, we missed the cut-off date and there's no funding for a TA.
What was the cut-off date?
I don't know, mate. You're gonna have to take it out with Paul. Ethan. Mate, settle down, all right? Ethan. Ethan, calm down. Hey, total for security at C003. Thanks. Right, everyone out, please. Everyone out.
Don't give a shit!
Ethan, it's all right, mate, okay? Quick, come on. Quickly. Ethan, it's gonna be... Ethan! Mate! Ethan, it's gonna...
Fuck!
Mate, It's all right. Okay, it's okay. Just take a deep.
Just calm down, all right? Just breathe in and out. In and out, yeah? In and out.
Western Queensland is a beautiful place. I love the sounds of birds calling first thing in the morning. The peace and quiet and that feeling of being connected with nature. My husband Harry and I run a sheep and cattle station out here. Life in the bush isn't for everyone. It certainly has its challenges. The temperature is often in the 40s, and we've been drought declared for several years until massive amounts of rain recently. Death is a natural part of life on the land, but death for me is also a beginning. When I can, I wake up early and drive down the road to the town of Winton on the traditional lands of the Koa people, where I work at one of the most amazing scientific facilities in the country, the Australian Age of Dinosaurs Museum. My name is Adele, and I am a paleontologist. Until recently, there were very few dinosaur fossils known from Australia. But, as it turns out, the large open plains of Western Queensland hide Australia's richest deposit of dinosaur fossils. For a few weeks every year, we go out into the field and excavate new sites, unearthing new bones and finding new dinosaur species. We bring the fossils back to the museum, where a team of technicians chip away at the soil and rock surrounding the fossil. It takes many, many months, sometimes even years, of hard work to get these fossils prepared. And from doing this, we get an idea of how these animals lived and the world they lived in 100 million years ago. It isn't just dinosaurs that existed here. This is Butch, Australia's most complete pterosaur. Pterosaurs were winged reptiles that lived during the age of dinosaurs. They had a patagium membrane, which is a very thin layer of skin, just like bats today, which enabled them to fly. In 2019, I wrote the scientific paper identifying Butch as a new species and named it Ferrodraco-lentonite. One of the things I love about paleontology is trying to understand a species' ecology, the way it lived just from its bones. Even though the bones we look at are 100 million years old, the science of paleontology is a relatively new and evolving field. We still have a lot of work to do in terms of both science and improving equity and diversity in paleontology. Different perspectives challenge our theories and hypotheses, which is a crucial part of science. And I know that the most exciting discoveries of the past are just waiting to be found in the future.
Tonight we'll be going to a big German superstore.
Schmaldi.
Schmaldi. Rhymes with Schmaldi. Alright. I assume you're going to be bin diving with me, right?
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous.
You're a little bit nervous?
Yeah. I don't think we can actually get into trouble, can we?
Can
we get arrested?
So, technically it's not illegal unless you're trespassing, and we might do that. Box number 1. We're just heading out to another dive tonight. Just kind of curious to see what kind of person bin dives. I've never really been a part of that community. I've just kind of done it on my own.
So it's best before 27th April.
Yeah, that happens quite often, that it's just one or two in the packet that busted. Just before COVID, I had left my apprenticeship and just the dollars weren't coming in, so to stretch my income as much as I can, that's where I would go for exercise, and also a bit of a communal thing as well, because I was living with some senior citizens that are on the pension, so the dollar doesn't go very far. Whatever scarcity is devised, it's kind of a fast. G'day.
Level closed.
Oh, the level's closed, all right.
All right.
Can we just walk down?
You can use the lift.
Okay, sure. The European Union in the late 2000s passed a law that meant any retailer can't put poisonous substances on their waste. They sort of had to pass this law because people were ending up very ill consuming things that were sprayed with concentrated bleach. I guess the question I want to know is, like, how can they? Sure, everyone's got a grandparent like it, but in our house, the first words out of someone's mouth when you come over is, "Have you eaten? Do you want a coffee?" It's an element of life everyone has to go through. A lot of cultures and faiths have a tenet that you can't waste food and give to the needy, or don't let things go by for the needy.
If you're invited into somebody's house, no matter what the food is like, to push it away is just the most horrific thing you can do, you know. And it's something that brings people joy. It's like music or you know, art or painting or whatever it is. It's something that you can evoke emotion with. I was a little bit blown away when I first got to Oz, so I was telling my mates in South Africa, I was like, you don't understand, there's like mountains of like really decent stuff perfectly fine in the bins. There was this sort of huge abundance, and coming from a country where I've seen starvation firsthand. Being a chef and a food technologist, sometimes I just cook it up into jams and make dried fruit and then just hand it out to friends as a gift, just so it wasn't going in the bin.
Do you want some ginger?
How's that?
Ginger?
Yeah, it's an expensive resource.
I cook for my family pretty much every night, and it's still, for me, it's my art form, so I very much do it just to express myself.
Do you think that you could cook a meal in one of those restaurants that you were working at with just bin food, and do you think the patrons would notice?
Absolutely, I can make really, really restaurant quality food with what you find in the bin. In fact, I do it all the time.
Tikka masala simmer sauce.
So one of the most valuable gifts you can give, one of the most useful ones you can give.
Exactly, because it's such a fundamental level. It's like, food is your very base needs. It's the same as, there's something sacred about a person that comes and says, do you have a cup of water for me? To give them a cup of water, because it's a base human need. To give somebody shelter, to give somebody food, to give somebody water, to give somebody love, that's like at the core of being. Even especially with animals and things, like this was a life once. And I think that whole thing of like, this is my sustenance and I want to share it with you is the first most core basic part of why sharing food with people. It's in our most primal instinct, is those we care about will share our food with them to make sure that they're okay. For me, it's like a hug between friends. To break bread together is quite a sacred thing.
It's actually great.
That's actually really good.
It's so good.
Okay, how's this? Dear Mike, we feel...
Dear's... It's too formal. You can't say dear.
Okay, what was I then? Hi, mate.
Mates, he can't start with mate. Just start with his name.
Okay, alright. Hi, Mike. We're really sorry about... When did we see him last? Shit. I've just sent it to him. I sent the first part, we need a second part.
Mate. I just sent TikTok to him.
Let's just hope he hasn't seen it yet. We'll send him a voice message.
Yes.
Fix it? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, do it.
What do I say?
Just keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Speak from the heart.
Hi, Mike, it's Bob. Just wanted to call and check in with you, mate. We know you're doing it tough right now, and if you need anything, we're just a call away. Sammy's here too.
Hey, Mike. I've been thinking about you a lot, and I just really want you to know that if there's ever anything either of us can do, always here if you need. Love you lots.
Yeah, much love, mate. Should I say anything about the bed? Alright, I'll chat for now, mate.
Did it send?
Yeah, it went through, yep.
Good. That was good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, great.
I don't know what to say. Should we send him flowers?
Can we unsend the dancing bear? Lunch?
Yeah, lunch. Fish and chips?
Yep.
Perfect, fish and chips.
Let's do it.
You seen this video? Someone sent it to me and one
Yeah. You showed me.
Oh my gosh. I teared up a little bit in the middle, but I won't say which one. It's a surprise. That is all of our films for tonight. They were so unbelievably fantastic. Let's just another one. Let's go. So we are now going to have a short 25-minute break. The good news is, we can all go have our last chance to grab a bite to eat downstairs. This is where the judges will be deliberating and making their final decisions. The other good news is for all the finalists, the bar up and downstairs are open. So if you want to drink heavily, for the open category, I'll leave it case by case for the juniors. So please mingle, enjoy yourself, bask in the glory of the Dorothys, and if you can be back here in 25 minutes time, so just try and be there for 7:30, a little bit after. We'll see how we go. Have a wonderful time. A little bit of shush, please. A little bit of shush. Welcome back, everyone. I have, once again, good news and bad news. The bad news is for our finalists, we aren't going to find out who's won just yet. We do like to torture you. The good news is we have an amazingly special guest for you, the very wonderful 2023 Academy Award nominee, Lachlan Pendragon. Yes, that is the Oscars Academy. So when Lachlan was a Brisbane film student, he decided to make An Ostrich Told Me the World is Fake and I Think I Believe It, the snappiest title, of course. He had a $6,000 budget. He was doing it for part of his PhD, and oh my God, a year later or several years later, I don't know the timeline, I'm not sure why I put those dates in there. Some time later, he found himself in LA at the Oscars, and he is here to not just tell us how on earth that happened, but then we also get to see the amazing film. So everyone, please clap.
Hello everyone, my name's Lachlan Pendragon. I'm the director of the short film An Ostrich Told Me the World is Fake, and I think I believe it. It's my privilege to be able to present it to you tonight, and my thanks to the Very Short Film Festival for hosting me here. And before we see the film, I would like to talk a little bit about the film and how I guess it came about. It's a short stop-motion animated film, so stop-motion is that style of animation like Wallace and Gromit or Chicken Run, where you're playing around with plasticine and moving it and taking photos of it day after day. This film took about 10 months in the living room during lockdown. So yeah, that was kind of my life for a long time, having no clue that it would sort of snowball over the last year, going to different festivals and meeting lots of cool people. And just last month, I was at the Academy Awards, which is just ridiculous. Thank you. Yeah, which is obviously a dream come true. It was a bizarre experience, sort of just walking alongside Steven Spielberg, you know, like it's really bizarre and surreal. I remember, here's a little inside thing, closer to your category, for the short animated thing, they move you closer to the front of the stage, right? Right after the category, Lady Gaga performs, right? Just a regular day for me for now. And I'm enjoying this performance, and I hear someone talking to the side, and I turn and it's Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman who are like really into the performance, and so there's this bizarre moment where you're turning to go, oh shh, and then you realize it's these royalty standing next to you. That was sort of, this bizarre week of experiences over in LA. And I think it's so cool that we can, use accessible tools and things like that. And you can make things in your bedroom, in your kitchen, in your living room. And it can go to the Oscars, or it can go this far. And I think that's a really cool thing. So if this film, inspires you to pick up the camera or go and make stuff, then that's awesome. And I really hope you enjoy the film. So without further ado, I'd like to present An Ostrich Told Me the World is Fake, and I think I believe it.
Slots. It comes in white and slightly darker white. It's a really good toaster. Now, how much would you pay for a toaster like that? You already have a toaster, right? Do you want another one?
Ah, Neil. How are your sales coming along?
Oh, they're going good. Excellent.
Oh, I haven't received any record of any sales. Does that sound right? Neil?
What was that?
I hate to remind you, Neil, but the lowest performing employee will be let go at the end of the month, which is tomorrow. I hope to see those sales, Neil.
It's pretty unusual weather we're having.
What's that?
The weather.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey Gav, what did you do before you worked here?
Hey? I don't know. I guess no one's really ever asked me that before.
So you've never thought of doing something else?
I guess not. I just like typing and that.
Oh. Right. Hi. How much would you pay for a toaster like that? And what would you pay for a toaster like? What would you pay? How much would you? How much would you pay? What would you pay a toaster like that for a toaster like that? Toaster like that.
These are very uncomfortable chairs. I mean, really bad. You sit on these all day? Wow.
It's just a dream. It's not real. It's just a dream.
Well, not quite a dream, but I'll tell you what. It is a lie.
Well, what does that mean?
You're living in a lie.
Oh, yeah, yes. I shouldn't have lied about my sales. I'm not very good at selling.
No,
stuff.
Not that. This, everything. It's a sham.
A sham?
A sham, yes. It helps to have an open mind about these things. You see that door over there?
Yes.
Have you ever been inside?
No, I guess it's just a storeroom or something.
Is it? Question everything, young man. The world is not quite what it seems.
Isn't it amazing? Corporate had it done last night.
Yeah.
It's a sham.
Hey, this is gonna sound weird. I think we're living in an artificial universe.
What was that?
An ostrich told me the world is fake, and I think I believe it.
An ostrich?
Yeah. and then I fell through a door over there, and I landed in a tray of my own faces. It's probably easier if you come see for yourself. Stand back. Oh. No. That wasn't like that.
Okay, Neil. This was very interesting.
No, Gav, please. You've got to believe me.
I believe you. Are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yes, I'm feeling okay. Look, I was here late last night. Right over here. I spoke with an ostrich. It told me. It told me about the door. And then yes, the book. Gav, it's blank.
That's not blank.
There is something else.
What's that?
Our faces. They come off.
What are you doing?
It's okay, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it does.
Neil, let go of him.
Tired of outdated furniture? Office Ostrich is to the rescue. Deluxe leather desk chair, only $99.90. Floor lamps, only $59. Drawer units for just $120. Head into Office Ostrich. Quality furniture, hassle-free delivery.
Ah, Neil. How are your sales coming along?
Oh, I quit. Yes, I quit.
Neil.
Oh, that place looked great. If only we could go. Thank you so much again to Lachlan. That was just, oh, God. Who would have guessed that the Academy Awards would have got it right? That was so fantastic. And as you may have gathered, we are at the Spring Bay Mill, and it is wonderful good news that they are offering a winter special to anyone booking a group in the Ridge Quarter Suites across winter. And tonight, as Therese may have mentioned, we do have a lucky door prize. So it is time to retrieve those cards that, if you've lost them, God. Because we are going to announce who is the lucky winner of a weekend accommodation here. Has everyone located? We're going to pretend you all have. So yes, we're going to get an audience volunteer to pull out a lucky number. '51. Put your hand up, 51. Woo! Oh, brilliant. Therese will come by. Congratulations. Brilliant. So now, guess what? We are moving on to the awards ceremony. It's the moment you've all been waiting for, and it's time to announce the winning films. So first of all, I want you to please welcome to the stage the Very Short Film Festival Ambassador Marta Dusseldorp to announce the Ambassadors Award for Best Emerging Talent.
Thanks, Matilda. What a beautiful job Matilda has done tonight. I'd also like to acknowledge Hugo and Gus, who were downstairs DJing and saxophoning. And there'll be more of that a little bit later. Wow, what a difficult thing to pick one person out of only 10. I believe there were over 200, yeah? So I was here in the very first Very Short Film Festival only 3 years ago, and to come back to this very special place and see how Anna and Graham have grown it and loved it and brought it into existence. I just want to say thank you to them for hosting this incredible event. Lutruwita, Tasmania has been my home for only 5 years, and I tell you, I feel like I have won the Academy Awards every day. So I'm very happy that you got to go there, but I really do think we live in the most beautiful place in the world. So I thank Trish for her welcome, and I really thank my lucky stars that I get to wake up here every morning. So I'll cut to it. A special mention from me, and I suppose I could say Justin. I haven't spoken to him, but I'm sure that he would be supportive of my choice. But a special mention to the 21 years and younger, to Left to Cool by Christopher Mansfield. I have to say, I thought that was one of the most delightful short films that said it all, and how I feel daily. I wish I had sticky tape in the back of my pocket to, proudly 50, but you know what I mean. And then a special mention from me for the open finalists to The Universal Struggle by Miranda Sharp. I thought it's one of those beautiful films where you see yourself on the couch. Well, I try and wrangle the remote off my children most of the time, but I do remember that time you had to get up off the couch and actually turn the TV on. So, but for me, the Ambassador Award, and why? I think Well, it encapsulates the day of a life of some very important people who work in our community, but also beautiful performances all round. And I think one of the hardest things to do is to make a short film. So I felt that had a beginning, a middle and end, but also a luxurious heart in the centre of it. And that's why we make stories, for the audience, for us to feel and reflect and imagine ourselves in their shoes, but also to understand ourselves better. So for me, that was Roe, Alison Stanton Cook.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, shit. I will do this now. If it's all right, I'm going to say all my thank yous. Thank you, first of all, to Artology and Spring Bay Mill for having us, the Very Short Film Festival, and the organisers. To my husband, Rob Stanton Cook, who was he edited this and he shot this for me. And he believed and supported me in this story I wanted to tell. To Natalie Venatacci, who was the lead actor. Who is a teacher who has lived this. And I just adore her. She's so special to me. To the cast, and I'll just read through them because they all deserve to be mentioned. Nathan Roger, Elise Bogorski, Carla Di Domenico, Lachlan Cooper, who is here, who plays Ethan, Olivia Gersh, Zara Casamati, Holly Ward, Colin Smith, Paul Dellis, Sally Quinn, Bella Ward, Gabby Cousins, Lucy Hannon, Brian Stevens, and to the crew, again, Rob on camera, amazing. George Gersh on sound, David Ortiz, who is here, and thank you so much for coming. To Joe Thompson, Ben Dilger, who took our beautiful photos, Isaac Anderson, Ian Howard, and to Shane Oldfield and Gray Coleman, who work out at Claremont College, where this was shot. They read the script and they let me tell this story. Even though it wasn't the brightest picture of school life, they still let me tell this story, which was amazing. To my family, my sister Jen, who's here, and my daughters Imogen and Madeline, and most importantly, to teachers everywhere. We owe everything to the people who bring up our children, and I'm so grateful. Sorry, it took a while. Thank you. Yes, we are forcing people to stand back like the little prizes they are for the rest for us to go. So now we will be announcing the junior category. There will be a third, second and first. Only the first people who knows, I don't, who come first will give a speech, and everyone else can also go to the display case at the back. So it is my great delight to introduce the judges for the junior category, Essie Davis and Rocco Fravazzi.
I have to say thank you to everyone who entered the festival this year. It was an incredibly difficult task to choose the finalists, let alone the winners. There were some outstanding films in both sections, the junior and the open section, and amongst the judges we had a fair battle over trying to keep all of our favourites in the top. And it was really hard to choose all outstanding.
No losers at all.
No losers. Just being here, you are winners.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations,
Yeah.
outstanding.
There you go.
All right, so I'm going to announce the third place for Charlie Kemper, The Good, the Bad and the Library.
Well, congratulations. In second place, Left to Cool, Christopher Mansfield. Congratulations.
And the winner of the junior category tonight is Dylan Burrows with A Polish Nut. Congratulations, everyone, and you all should speak. So,
geez, I wasn't expecting this. Wait, got some notes. So I want to start off by thanking the Very Short Film Festival. I thought this was a just perfect place to showcase art, film, everything. To my cast, to my brother, who was the main actor, and my great aunt. Thanks to my family. This wouldn't be a speech without thanking my mom and my dad. And thanks to the whole team and all of you guys. Thank you.
Congratulations again. All so brilliant. And moving on to the open category for the oldies, let's please welcome the very sprightly judges, David Balfour and Lita Keynes, to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to start off by saying, to echo what Essie was saying and Rocco was saying, this was extraordinarily painful. There was blood and Pinot on the floor in the corner. There are scars that will last a lifetime because the films that we saw tonight were so good. And it is true that all the 5 films in both categories were the laughter in the room, the sort of sense of the moment, the intake of breath, and as the stories unfolded, actually means that thing that comes alive. Films and stories need audiences. And it was so delightful to get to share that experience with you. So the list we're about to tell you is one that was hard fought, but unanimous in the end.
Yeah, it was really hard, and I want to congratulate all the filmmakers. It's been a real pleasure seeing your work, and we can't wait to see what you do in the future. I'd also like to thank Graham and Anna for bringing us here and for everything. Yeah, right, okay. Right, so in third place, Alison Stanton-Cook.
In second place, The Universal Struggle by Miranda Sharp.
And in first place, we have Jamie Conlon and Rishi Golombowski with Sustenance. Yeah.
Sorry, gotta get my notes up now. Oh my gosh. How pretty are these, by the way? They're so beautiful. Thank you so much to the artists who made these. We're going to be fighting over this.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be a difficult one.
Time. Shared custody, I think. Shared custody for this one. This film was something that Rishi and I kind of did very collaboratively. We sort of conceived, shot it and edited it in under 2 months, so it was a bit of a whirlwind. And thank you so much to the team at Very Short Film Fest for giving opportunities to films like this. Like, I think it's definitely a feat to like all of the filmmakers to conceive of something that you can execute in under 5 minutes. Like, that's a big achievement. So congratulations to everyone. But yeah, even though it's small, I think a lot of them have mighty messages, and I think Rishi can probably speak a bit more to us.
Thanks, Jamie. Yeah, I'd just also like to thank everyone and give a huge congratulations to everyone else, because I thought they were all so worthy, and I feel like I've almost robbed the award for first place here because they were all so good. Yeah, I just wanted to say that where I'm from, we believe in karma and the idea that good things will happen to people who are doing good in the world, and that winning this award is proof of that.
I think it was definitely the drive, like sort of picking up what other people are putting down, and definitely a message that we want to spread around. So
yeah,
thanks for giving us that opportunity.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Just absolutely brilliant. And also, you guys can be released from the display case now. That is all we have for tonight. Thank you so much for everyone for coming. And the bar is open till about 10:30, so let's go get absolutely sloshed. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much again. A brilliant night.